Ever been confused by the back of the sewing pattern? Well, here's Laura at More Sewing to help you understand.
Hello, so today we're just going to have a very quick look at reading the back of your pattern, and this is really talking about fabric meterages and style options and things, and it's what throws a lot of people when they first start dressmaking, and some experienced dressmakers still get confused by it. So we've just got a couple of patterns here, and we're looking at the format that's on the back of McCall, Simplicity, Butterick, Burda, Vogue and New Look patterns all follow a very similar pattern back with very similar information because they are part of one big group. So to flip the pattern over and have a little look, what you've done is you've sorted out your size spread. So you've bought a pattern which encapsulates your size from 8 to 16, and we're going to turn over this way. And then this dress style here has quite a few different options: necklines, strapless, scoop neck, an option with a little sleeve. So you need to decide what option you're going to make to then understand the back of the pattern. So first of all, if you're fabric shopping, they give you an idea of what fabrics would look best in these styles. So for instance, on this soft pant, which has got quite a few pleats and a soft pocket, and then you can have a tie belt, but it's quite a drapey style. It's looking for soft, lightweight fabrics, laundered cottons, lightweight sateen, things like silk rayon, silk linen, lightweight linen, linen blends, etc. So that's saying it needs to have a sort of drapey handle, and if you get a chance to sort of pick your fabric up or hold your fabric down against the length of your body, you can kind of see how that will fall in a trouser. And this dress, which says it's a close fitting bodice and slightly flared skirt with bodice variations, says lightweight linen, cotton blends, gingham, and then it's giving us a tip here: unsuitable for obvious diagonals, and that's potentially because of the flare on the skirt. They don't think it will look as nice at the seams, or you might get some strange striping effects if you used a diagonal in the way that this pattern is then cut out. So what you've done, and we'll talk about sizing in a different video, is you've chosen your size. So for instance, we're going to say that you're a size 14 in both instances. So what you get with these patterns is half of the pattern, and this half of the pattern here, is in English but imperial measurements, which is obviously what the Americans are still working in. And then the other side of the pattern is in French, but with metric measurements. So we're going to understand how to read across the pattern at the moment. So back onto the trouser, if we say we're a 14, we're going to look at this shape, this line here. And if we just say we are going to do trouser A, which is the longest trouser, which has the option of being pulled in at the hem with an elasticated cuff. So we are looking for style A. So it's 14 and A here. Now the information we've got is a little bit about the fit, and we will go back onto that. But we've got two fabric measurements here, 45 and 60 inches wide. But if you come over to this side, you can start to see it in centimetres. So the important thing is to find the size, 14, style A. So we'll just come down, coming across, and these two fabric widths over here relate to 115 centimetres wide and 150 centimetres wide. Then you read across, depending on the fabric that you found, and on the size 14, on 150 wide, it takes 2 meters 60, or on a wider fabric, it takes 1 meter 90. So it's this information here replicated over here, but you've got your metric measurements that you need. The other information you often get at the back here is that this style needed elastic. And then there's also a little information here of all views need a certain amount of interfacing. But again, if we jump across to here, this little section here is referring to this same interfacing section here. And again, it's giving us the measurements that we need and elastic over here in this little box. So we've got the measurements in metric. So on an 80 centimetre wide interfacing, you need 51 centimetres. So often there might be a section on here saying notions, and notions are, which we've got on this pattern over here, which is the dress pattern, refers to the zip. It's haberdashery that you might need, extra additional trims to complete your project. So I hope that helps with looking at the style, the back of the pattern. So it's always worth having a little read at the information here, also so that you can get an idea of the trims that you need, so you don't get started on your project and then find that you need to buy some additional bits and pieces. Fabric type and looking at your styles, and I hope that's made it a little bit simpler for you. I think a lot of people, when they first start sewing, look at the back of the pattern and get a little bit freaked out by all the information that's there. But you just take it steady and read across the pattern, and you'll be able to decipher, hopefully with the help of this video.
Well, if you enjoyed that video, try this one. That'll do.